Coming up on today's episode of Man vs. House. Andy plays weird Jenga. A new gas tank is installed.
Happy days, happy days.
We meet the new neighbours. And we move some logs. Good evening, viewers. How are we all doing? So, after a day of messing around outside and measuring and doing stuff with James and doing boring admin-y paperwork stuff, thought I'd come over and I was going to cut some bits of wood up. Maybe I will, I don't know. But what I do need to do is get them in because it's raining outside. And it's lovely and dry. But yeah, the only thing is this timber is quite long. So I'll find, where's the edge of that step? There's the edge of the step. Oh, there is always a sharp stone that goes straight through the sole of these shoes. Right. Right, so what we've got a mission plan, right? I don't know if you can see that, but I've got 7, 9, 12 and 8 of these 2x2s to cut. I'd like to cut them by the end of tomorrow so that when Friday comes, James is going to come over and give us a hand for the day. And we're going to stud out this kitchen, that exterior wall there, and we're going to stud out the living room, and hopefully we'll get that done in a day. And yeah, basically I think what he's going to do is sort of help kind of guide me in the way of getting it done. We've got all the materials, we just what I'm trying to do is speed things along for Friday, is to get all these cut. So today or tonight I wanted to sort of start bringing them over, but if you total all that up, that totals up to 36 of these 2x2s. Now, I think they are 4 meters or thereabouts. And I need to measure them. I need to remember tap, tap, bang, bang. Very inspirational book. I need to measure with the tape measure. Now, where is my tape measure? I don't even, you see, I do think this is James's, but it could be mine. I kind of hope it isn't mine. It's gotten rusty. But hey. Right. Yeah, that's got to be a 5 meter length, isn't it? It's got to be 5s. But that does mean that for each of these anything more than 2.5 means you can't use the other half. So these are all 2.8s, 2.9s, 2.8s, 2.7s. Don't worry, it's not plugged in. Jimmy! No, so what am I doing? 2.8, we're doing 7 2.8s for in here. So are these doors short, or is it me? Yeah, they're short, aren't they? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they're short doors. I've only just noticed that. How long have I owned this place now? Well, not that long, but how long have I been looking at this place and I never noticed that the doors are quite low? I guess they are, aren't they? Because I'm just thinking about in the previous houses I've had that the doors are way taller than that. These are really short doors. Anyway, they're not. Hang on. No, I'm thinking that those 2.2s don't fit through. Hang on. Let's measure them, eh? This is what happens with my brain. I get a question in my head and I have to answer it. Right. So, what are these? They are 76 and... So that's 6'4", isn't it? 6'4". What's the normal height of a door? Okay, comment that below. What's the normal height of a door in a modern world house? I'm pretty sure it's more than 76 inches. Last one. So there we go, that's the last one done. Hi everyone, we're back again. I am loading timber back into the house. The next lot. So these are the verticals for the front room. Oh God. The kitchen's become a sawmill. Right. It's become a timber yard. Let's get on with it, eh? So we need more 2.8s. All of these are 2.8. I've got one in the room already, and I've got 8 here, and I needed 9. So that makes 1 plus 8 is 9. Wow. And that's something, actually. I've been a bit worried about my finances, as I'm sure quite a few other people have been. People I owe money to are probably worrying too. Yeah, but like, I was thinking, oh, how come I haven't got as much left as I thought? And I realised that I've actually bought all this timber. I forget that I'd bought all this timber, and it cost quite a lot, like for all the timber, for studding out the house and everything, and the batten for the roof as well, for the ceiling. Okay. Guess I'll go and load them into the other room. What is it they do? Like you ever watch these videos and think like what the guys do? You know, like when they're doing those hiking shots. Yeah, like say someone like Martin Doulard, right? Probably murdering that name. But like I love his videos, but he does these bits where he's walking up the mountain and stuff, and it's like you see him and he's like doing those shots and he's like walking away, trudging up the hill, like, you know, like he's gonna go and retrieve his drone or whatever he's dropped. And like I think, but you have to walk back to get your camera. I think how long must it have taken? That journey is long enough. Yeah. The struggles of a YouTuber, right? Oh yeah, should have moved that light, shouldn't I? These are the front wall verticals. So let me put that there. We're going to have to do some clear out of this room as well. So perhaps there'll be a little bit of a time lapse or something going on in here. Fast forwarded bits of whatever. Much easier to handle at this length. So, gas tank's meant to arrive today. I'm a little bit concerned about the truck's access to get. Apparently it's got quite a long crane arm to drop the slab, but yeah. I'm not sure. Not sure about that. You know, I'm a little bit. It's it's very boggy out there. I don't want him to go that way because he'll get stuck. This way, as me and James were saying, you can get as far as like the front door of the house, but then you've got the corner of the house sort of sticking out. If you had the boom swinging it round, I don't know exactly how far their boom on their arm will go to drop the tank and drop the slab in. Hey, Fergal said he thinks it'll be fine. Like he said he thinks it'll get there, but yeah, I have my concerns. Sales guys will say whatever, right? they'll sell you the moon and a bucket of gold, right? So I've got to take. Made a satisfying noise. Okay, I guess the next thing is for me to walk out this timber here. The bits from the past, from the other day. Me taking out these door frames. I still need to finish that. That's kind of hope I need to finish that today as well, because I'm not going to be able to come over here tonight for video editing. I've got a video edit. I'm going to I'm trying to cut down the amount of video editing. Trouble is, one-man band, so I just film everything because I can't be choosing. So I can't be going, oh yeah, just film that bit. It's me doing that, and I'm busy getting on with stuff. So I've video everything. I'm lucky that I've got a lot of storage space of my own to keep all the video files. And then I have to sift through the stuff to make the videos that I make. So that's why sometimes they're very long. It's because I'm struggling mentally and exhaustion-wise in actually having the time to do it. I'm not moaning, I'm just explaining, I guess, like the process of doing a video channel on your own. I guess anyone thinking about doing it, if they've got their own projects, I'd say do it. But just remember, you're going to have to commit a lot of time. And when you're on your own and you're filming everything, the editing is the bit that's going to take you the time, because you end up having to sort of fix your videos in the edit. So, in the editing suite, so in your software. So, next up, we're going to go and bring some more of that timber over and we're going to cut more of the verticals. So that wall's done. I've now got to, let's see, if you can see me. Hi. Yeah, so now where the man versus house wall, that's the gable end wall. Got to get the verticals for this bit, so I've got to cut them up. And the verticals for that one. So it's these two, that wall's done, the kitchen exterior wall's done, this wall and this wall to go, but this one is the biggest wall of the locks. It's got no windows, and it's, I think it's 12 for that. And yeah, so I've done, yeah, it's right, 8 for here, 7, 8 for here, 8 for there. Yeah, because it's 7 and 9. So it's 9 in here, 7 in there. See, I did 8 last night, so I did 1 for in here and 7 for the other room. And I did another 8 just now, or earlier today. I'm going to do 12 and 10? No, 8. 12 and 8. 20 more to go, done 16. The worst bit about it is lugging them over from the barn, because it's like it's an absolute obstacle course. I've got to keep my boots on because it's just so boggy out there. Like, James has tidied up the ground, but that rain, it's just the ground has not drained out at all. Like, it has not drained out at all. I don't think it's been any particularly worse than any previous winter. I don't think it has. Out here in the west, we've actually got it easier. The east coast of Ireland has had a bad time, I think, because they're not used to getting this much rain. And I think out here in the west, in the Midlands and west of here, like this is just winter. This is just winter, right? It's just, winter into spring. Like, yeah, it's just normal. You just get a lot of rain, and yeah. But I think what I'm realizing is that I'm discovering how the land around my house works, the sort of geology of it, I guess, the lay of the land, I'm finding out where the wet places are. Obviously, we know about the bottom of the field. Everybody knows about the bottom of the field, the lakeland. but the yard and everything else. Yeah, we probably need to do some work on French drains and whatnot. At least getting things out into that ditch running down the side of the driveway, maybe. Anyway, let's have a tea break. Then I'll get back to lugging and cutting. Cheers. Right. So we have, as previously mentioned, 16 already done, 20 to go. So I need to go and walk 5 more times across the yard. Let's go and do that. Last one. There we go. They're all in. Happy days. Yeah, it's better, isn't it? Let's open these windows up. There you go. Wow, that's a lot of timber. Right, let's stop you for a little bit. It's time for another tea break. 40 minutes to get all that in from the barn, right? 2 minutes a plank. Gloves on. Let's move some of these beams out of the way. We've got 2.77 meters, so that's 2,770 millimeters. Right, let's try and move this somewhere in the middle. 2.77. %. No? No. 75%. 3/4 of the way there. 75%. I don't know if you've seen, there's this old video of like some old, really old, like RTE footage or whatever from like the archives of Irish road workers. I saw it popped up on my channel, on my subscription feed thing, you know, YouTube recommendation. And the guy's getting asked by that, the supervisor just happened to pop by for the video. It's like, obviously, like, you know, all set up or whatever, but and he's kind of asking this old boy, he's like doing the this guy is doing like the road work, and he's going, how far are we along with this and how far along with that? And every answer was like 95%. It was like 95%, 95%. Everything 95%. Yeah, we're 95% of the way there yet. Like everybody's most hated kind of supervisor guy who just pops by in their car or van shouting from a window. Right. So at this point, I double check that I'm cutting them right now. Yeah. Pretty square ends there. Because as it falls, like as the weight of it pulls, it will create an angle. I don't know. Probably should have propped that end up with something. I don't know. Someone tell me. I mean, this is where you have a saw bench, right? It's like a proper long bench. Anyway, 80%.
What do you expect your performance to be like then this time?
95%, sir.
Yeah, are you happy with that?
Yes.
You don't want to check it out?
I know.
Good.
All right. Well, that's the gas trunk going. See, yeah. He's a lovely guy. Kevin. Canadian Kevin, although he's Canadian, English, Irish. It's a long story. He did tell me it. It's a nice guy. Really sound. And here it is. Look at this. Isn't that great? He's heading his way. He's driven all the way from Clonmel. He's been up all over the country today. So yeah. Anyway, here we are. Gas tank installed. I'm pretty happy with that. He did a really good job of getting it in there. So yeah. Happy days. Happy days. Right. Well, here we are. Been a good old day with James. We have now got 3 walls studded out. We wanted to get more done, but ran into some difficulties with things, and also we're a bit sort of caught off guard because a guy came from the National Grid, well, from a company that works for the ESB, and to install a smart meter. So now I've got a smart meter. So wasn't even aware that was going to happen, but it did, and there we go. So yeah, I don't know what you'll be able to see because it's very dark. It's not dark in real life. It's just the camera. But anyway, yeah, I have in there is a fancy new light, new smart meter. So right, well, anyway, just to sort of show you what's going on. It's a beautiful day. Didn't really get a chance to film that much, except for through the ceiling joists. But yeah, there we are. There's the gas. Ready to go. Yeah, lots of fun. Beautiful evening. Right, better get going. Cheers. Just 2 lost souls living in a fishbowl, year after year, going over the same old ground. Have you found the same old fears? I wish you were here. How you keeping, everybody? Hope you're all good. The world has me worried right now. I see a bad moon rising. Yeah, so look at that. That's what happened to that.
Wanna smell my chicken, mother?
Yeah. Very mushroomy. Very eaten by woodwormy. Mothers. Right. That's my hammer. Look what's happened to it. How was that? Yeah. That's my hammer. Who did that? Me, probably. Random stuff. But yeah, again, same old story. We've added putrefaction. Nice. Right. Actually, while we're here, let me do my typical Andy thing and show you something completely different. Yeah, so probably wondering why I've left this studded out. Oh, it's lovely. And it's going to be a nice strong stud wall, that. Anyway, the plan is that with the plasterboard and framing, I'm going to put a nice back to this. Don't know what we're going to do exactly. It won't be this. Some I can't remember who. Somebody liked the blockwork finish, but going to make a bookshelf or something like that here, like built in. Might as well make use of the space. There's enough depth for a quite decent sized shelf. And then over here, this is going to be a doorway. So that's why we've left that stud work out, which is great. So anyway, on to the next one. So I'm going to use an angle grinder next. So noisy time. Yeah, look at that. There we go. That was easy, wasn't that? Didn't even need anything for that one. I guess it was already damaged from me hammering the hell out of it. Go into the floor, smell of mushrooms. What we got there? Mmm, tasty. Cordyceps. Right. Yeah. Part of the mycelium network. Right. That'd be a good name for a network company, right? Networking company, mycelium. Right. Wow. It's dreadful. It's so bad. It's so bad. I've got to chuck it out immediately. I can't have that. I can't have it. Sorry, guys. It just can't stay in the house. I'll move it tomorrow, but all of this has got to get out because I've got my new timber there for like the stud work for the verticals for that bit. It's like. Get out of my life. Right. Get out right now. So many things. Just finish the job off with that, you know. Ooh, that smell. I wish you could just smell it just for a second, right? You know, smell-o-vision. It just stinks of rage virus. Right. I'm conscious that I feel like I'm not doing much of the work at the moment, you see. I mean, I'm paying for all the work to be done, you know, whether it's my own time or paying someone else's time. But, yeah, I kind of wanted to be more physically involved than I have been. I have been physically involved in the last week. I've done a lot of stuff. A lot of the donkey work, really. James and Mark and Ben and another guy, Nathan, even Kevin. They've all done their bits. I paid for ultimately. But I would like to have done more myself. But such is life, right? There's only so many hours in a year. Right. I'm going to move this tank. I'm going to just drag this tank out of the way. Either lifted by hand or some of them in the barrow. There's this annoying lump here as well at this barrow. Just, yeah, as long as they're stacked. So, yeah. I'll probably, yeah. Yeah. But that's cool. Well, as long as they're here, really. try and bring you over so you can see mama and baby. Can you see him? They haven't run off. It thinks he's going to get... Do you want feeding? Is that what it is? I'll see if I can get them on camera. Oh, look, she's got two. Ah, look at that. Oh, you saw a red squirrel where? Ah. Ah. Huh? No. But I knew they were here. I've seen not just here, but like at your place. On the do you remember when Daisy chased one over the extension roof? Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I haven't got anything for you, but you're awfully cute. Look at you. Okay, see you later guys. Whoa! First football game. Careful now, Elliot. Whoa! Well, hi everyone. That was fun. That was actually pretty good. Success. So, one pile of logs is now moved and stacked up over here. Decided to make use of the hard ground here with the pallets that I had left over. Various pallets we'd got for different things. So, yeah. Should dry it a little bit better there. A little bit of tarp over the top of it and off the ground, so it shouldn't rot through the ground as much. But anyway, it's just nice to move them out of the way, make use of this space. Kind of been dead space for me, this area here. And yeah, can sort of see where they were before, and yeah, still more to go, but like it's a start. I was going to use the barn, but then I actually kind of want to use the barn for storing good materials and even vehicles and things and whatnot. Trailer, I've got a trailer that needs to go in there, and yeah. But yeah, it's much more, it's feeling. And then when I move that stack as well, as Gina mentioned earlier, I'll be able to get that ivy off, the last bit of ivy off of the roof, and that'll be completely ivy free then, that shed, and be able to keep on top of it. Kill it if I see it growing again, I'll kill it. See if you can see, yeah, let's see if I can get you to have a look at this. Show you the smart meter if we can see it. If it's not too dark in here. Might be a bit grainy. But yeah, there it is. There's the setup with a much bigger fuse. So I'm really happy about that. It's the fuse there. That's 80 amp fuse rather than the 35 that it had before. So that's really good.